beyond grateful for this bed. Men from church, from my mom's church, not my church. Most of you know it's not from my church. I don't do church. Anyway, so grateful for this bed. So, so grateful. So beyond grateful for this bed. And I slept in it this afternoon. Yesterday afternoon. It's 4:15 in the morning now on Monday. The 11th. So grateful. My mother has been instructed, you are not allowed. I didn't say it like that. I said, please do not wake me for any reason ever. There's always going to apply. Like, I'm sleeping in here, you don't wake me, period. Unless it's an emergency. I have a bed again. They came over here, 3 guys from church, and I was so impressed. Okay, I had undid it all, and I was like, and one of them came first. So they came in separate cars, I guess. One of them came first, and there was one thing. Oops, come on, up. Come on, sweetheart, up, up. You fell down, but you don't have very far to go. This is not even as high as the couch. Definitely way lower than Grandma's bed. Sometimes you try to jump up on and fall backwards. So it's good. We won't be sleeping in Grandma's room ever again. Up, come up, up, come up, come up. Come on, sweetheart, up. It's common sense. You just fell down that way, so you come up the same way. Up, come up, up, come on, up, up. It's low, honey. Come on, it's up. It's Mama's up here, so you know you can come up. Come on, up. Come on, up. Come on, up. Come on, don't be afraid. You were just up here. Come on. Come on, don't be afraid. Come up, 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 up. See? You don't even have to jump up high. You don't even have to jump up high. It's not even as high as the couch. It's way, way lower than Grandma's bed. Grandma's bed's high up. This is low. This is low. Yes, but I love it. I love it. I love it. We slept 3 hours today. Yesterday, huh? 4:30 to 7:30, because we'd been up all night vacuuming and getting this all prepared in case they were going to come today, but we didn't know. The church woman had to ask at church if they came. And what was great too, because I didn't want it to take them forever. They were in and out of here in less than 15 minutes. And the guy I knew who put my computer together for me many years ago put the ink in my printer. It doesn't mean the printer's going to work. I wasn't going to have him try to get it to work. That can take a long time sometimes. It's a problem. I just wanted to put the ink in my printer, that's all. I'm so grateful for this bed, beyond grateful. I'm also grateful that I didn't break my foot when my foot went in between. I said train in my video because it takes too much room to say commuter rail, but it was a commuter rail on the platform, not the MBTA train. It was a commuter rail. At least if you fall in a commuter rail thing, I think it doesn't have the third rail like the MBTA inside, right? It doesn't have, I mean, you can get squished by the train, but I don't think you can hit like the third rail and get electrocuted. I don't think so. It didn't matter, I didn't fall on the tracks. My foot just went down, and the conductor was right there, and I was distracted. I had also been drinking, but knowing me, it could have happened without me drinking. It was raining and dark, and I was excited to have made it when I was supposed to have missed it. It arrived a little late, but it was already there, and it was staying there as I was saying, am I going to make it, am I going to make it? And when I was actually in front, I got distracted talking to the the guy who stands out, the conductor who stands outside to let people on. And that was all she wrote. I went to get on it, and my foot went down in. And there's no saying whether or not it would have happened had I been stone cold sober, because you can't ever say something like that. People could say all the time, people can get into car accidents and say, well, would I have gotten to this accident if I wasn't doing this or that? There's no saying, because you were doing this or that. You can't say something like, well, would this have happened if? Right. I'm disgusted someone around here. Woman. Almost goes without saying as a woman. Men probably would just look the other way and not be sick. My mom's lived here 14 years, I've lived here 7, okay? You don't fucking call the cops on somebody because you hear their dog briefly whining or crying in the back. You don't call the cops. I mean, the fact that this person was going to call the cops is sick. And that my mom and I have to be grateful that she didn't. This woman, stranger of course, anonymous, not going to know who it was. Only knew via someone else that this woman was gonna call the cops, but got talked out of it. I mean, you don't fucking call the cops, period. You don't do it. You don't call the cops because a dog is crying or whining. We've lived here a long time. I think that deserves hey, is everything okay? But no, I know it's like a witch hunt on me. I know it's so is my mom. This sick people. I'm going to call the cops because a dog is briefly crying or whining. I mean, and just no benefit of the doubt, no investigating the situation, just going to pick up the phone and call the police. Can you imagine? My mom was already traumatized by the fact that I was in the hospital and then I'd fallen and, my foot had fallen. She called Selena and Joe and told them that I had fallen in a hole. She got confused because I only had, the paramedics were on their way. The conductor said, can you walk on this? I started screaming. Apparently that's a no, and they don't want to hold up the train, so they got me off with someone and had to wait for the paramedics to come. But at least the people on the train got to go on to their merry way to their destination. They didn't want to stuck. Had I been more seriously hurt, they would have had to be stuck. But as it was, I could have broken it, could have twisted it, broken it, I'm grateful that I didn't. But she was already all upset with that, okay? And the fact is, this person wasn't woken up by Oma. That's what makes me so angry. She was walking by and heard it. Walking by and heard it. And was going to call the fucking cops. Like, fuck her. Seriously, fuck her. I don't care if she was, quote, concerned, unquote. It's bullshit. We're not brand new here. We lived here long enough that we warrant hey, is everything okay with your dog? Not gonna call the cops. I hate these people. I'm so fucking sick of this shit, okay? Like I said, I'm grateful for this bed. I want to enjoy it for as long, but homeless shelter temporarily for me almost looking better and better, This is sick. This woman was going to call the cops. We are not brand new. We are known here, and we deserve, we have warranted, we've earned, I heard your dog crying. Is everything okay? No, I heard your dog crying. Is everything okay? It's automatic. Think the worst of us, of Samantha and Laura. Think the worst. Call the fucking cops or call animal control or, unfucking believable. My poor mom. And I'm sitting here scared and upset too because if cops are bothered for a whining, crying dog, they're gonna probably think the worst, you know, because if they know the situation, and they might have taken my dog away. You never know. If my mom's flustered and tongue-tied and whatever, you never know what police would do. You don't call the police for that very reason. You know, I am livid over that. If somebody called because Omar woke them up, and then you don't call the police, you know what I mean? And if it's not an everyday thing, and if it's not ongoing, you guys know I walk everywhere. I walked at night, and I remember thinking, oh my God, I bet that barking dog is gonna wake up somebody, but oh well, shit happens, you know? You know damn well they're not gonna call the police on them, it's just us, we're the whatever. And Mom and I, we're us, my mom and me, we're ostracized, we're looked at like whatever, okay? But anyway, it was probably 9:30 at night or so, and you know, and the dog was out on the run or to go to the bathroom. It won't make a sound unless someone comes by, and usually no one's coming by, you know. She has a reputation for one reason, I have a reputation for another, okay? I don't drive and I walk everywhere, you know, but whatever. Dog started barking loud up a storm, and I was thinking, you know, that dog, if someone's sleeping, woke someone up, but oh well, you know. If this was Omar waking someone up, it's one thing. It wasn't. It was, she was walking by, because Omar makes weird sounds when he's upset, was concerned again. But no, hey, is everything okay with your dog? No benefit of the doubt. For us, for my mom, for me, no benefit of the doubt. It's going to pick up the phone and call the cops. Or pick up the phone and call animal control. Or pick up the phone and call elder services. You know what I mean? They just, I hate these people. I hate them. I hate them. More and more and more hate them. Because I don't know who's done it. And it could, you know, for all I know, it was God sent woman who did it. Seriously. For all I know. Former God sent woman. Again, the same one who just totally abandoned me in my time of need, helpless, Omer's time, and when I broke my foot, but was still after I'm walking about and waved me like nothing happened at all. And then 2 years later, I find out that she actually personally, hypocrite, not just phony, actually went to my so-called friend and asked her to not have anything to do with me. And this is the same woman who will wave at me to this day, wave to me wave to this day. I told Selena all I want to do is stick my middle fingers up at this woman. You know, I can't do it until I'm actually leaving. And then if I leave and my mom stays and I do that, you know, I come back on her. Oof. Sick though, sick. You know, fuck my so-called friend who I really viewed as a friend. Okay. God's a woman I viewed more like a mother figure. This one I viewed as a fucking friend. And she listened to God's a woman who said, don't have anything to do with Laura. I'm not having anything to do with Laura, so I don't want you to either. And she listened. I mean, if that's not an example of someone who has no backbone to speak of, I would never do that to anybody. If someone came and asked me to, I'd say, I care about this. This might, like, go away. What is wrong with you? You're sick in the head. I'm sickened by all of it. I'm sickened by these people. Sickened by these phony motherfuckers. You can't even give my mother and I the benefit of the doubt when Omar's crying. Who's gonna call the cops. My mom would have been so traumatized by that. I can't even imagine how traumatized she would be. More reason not to stay, Mom, you know? I'm saving myself. You want to sit here and suffer, and no more power to you. There's still lots to do. I'm not rushing out of here. So I'll get to enjoy this, not this bed. It's my mom's bed in my mom's home, okay? You'll have to get used to not falling off the bed, Holmes, but it's so, there's nothing to fall onto, and it's so close to the ground, you can never get hurt. You never get hurt. It's too far down to the ground. I love it. So comfortable. I knew it would be fine anyway. Remember, I spent 6.5 months in a shelter. Okay. You know, if I'm dealing with shelter beds, I can, you know, this is a luxury. This is heaven. Even if it wasn't ideal, but it actually was wonderful. The reason I got half back on it is because they didn't want me to send it back and not have it at all. And I didn't know they were going to offer that. I just didn't want it because I hadn't had a chance to try it out. And I was out of time and I had to send it. So, but it turns out it is wonderful. And I'm glad, you know, I had my mom get the box spring that goes with it. Might be a little more expensive than a regular box. She paid $250 for it instead of, but you can only get certain box springs for this latex mattress that weighs over 100 pounds. And it says, well, people write, can I use my own box spring? Well, you can use a box spring with this mattress, but it has to be a certain kind, a certain this and a certain that. And I don't know how to determine that. Like, fuck it, we're gonna get the one that comes with it. You got it for half price. Okay. They gave me back half the money, my mom paid the other half. And this whole beautiful, made in the USA, natural, I think it's guaranteed for 20 years mattress. One costing the box, everything less than the one she got that's way up high that's attached. This box and mattress together. With Auntie a few years ago. This one it cost $7, no tax. She paid $1,000, a little over $1,000 with tax for the one in her bedroom. Yeah, I opened it up like I showed you in that other video, and I thought about putting it together, but like I said to these men, I'm not trying to be a woman or a girl, whatever, but men are better at shit like that, and for the most part. There are exceptions to every rule, but men are better at it, and proof of that is they put it together in under like 12 minutes. It was so fast. They're like, we're done. I'm like, you're done? Are you kidding me? You're done? I'm like, you just got here 12 minutes ago. How'd you do that so fast? They just smiled. They were young guys, probably half my age. And I don't care. I'll acquiesce to the fact that men are generally better at that. If a gun was held to my head, maybe I could have put it together. I mean, it didn't require tools. It required, you matches up letters, and it gives you instructions on one page. It was missing that one little part that they said it was okay to not have. It just meant that it just stops the screw from untightening, loosening, or whatever. And just that little tiny thing, metal thing with a hole, but it should have been included. Somebody was lazy and put the things, if you protected and put the thing on the top screw, the thing that sticks up like that on the top, none of the little other two parts would get away. They wouldn't be able to. But no, two of them were just thrown in there and not put onto the screw, and turned out one piece was not put in there at all. So I thought that meant they couldn't put it together, and he's like, no, you just have to tighten it once a month. And then I said, at the end, am I going to have to tighten it once a month? And the guy, a different guy, was like, the one that I didn't know, was like, it's like, no, we put it in the middle here, so it'll be fine. Because they could choose wherever they wanted to put it. There were 6 of them, and they could choose where they wanted to put it. And, you know, so there you have it. Oh. Anyway, it's really late, but I would like the next step after this, you know, now that I have my bed, I don't have to sleep in my mom's room anymore. I don't have to worry about being woken up by anything, because when I'm dead to the world, when I have these earplugs in, dead to the world, I want to start going to bed early, preferably by 12 every night, if not earlier. That's my next goal.